Ever wondered how astronauts fly a rocket all the way into space? Is it like driving a car? Pushing buttons like in the movies? Well, it's a mix of serious science, incredible teamwork, and some mind-blowing technology. In this video, we're diving into how astronauts actually fly rockets to space from countdown to orbit. First things first, a rocket isn't flown like a plane, it's more like a guided missile with people inside. The entire launch process is mostly automated and pre-programmed, but astronauts still play a key role. Before launch, astronauts go through intense training to learn every system, emergency procedure, and flight plan. Think of it like rehearsing a high-stakes dance over and over again. About 2 hours before launch, astronauts strap into their seats, called couches, in the crew capsule on top of the rocket. Once inside, the rocket is fueled, systems are checked, and the countdown begins. Mission Control handles most of the launch procedure, but the astronauts monitor systems and can override or abort if needed. At T-0, the engines ignite and the rocket lifts off. During launch, astronauts feel intense G-forces, like 3 to 4 times their body weight, pushing them back into their seats. So, what do astronauts actually do during launch? Even though the rocket is flying itself using autopilot, astronauts are constantly monitoring speed, altitude, and fuel levels. They're watching for any malfunctions or warnings, and communicating with Mission Control in real time. They're trained to take manual control if something goes wrong. In rare situations, they can steer the spacecraft, initiate an abort, or guide it back down. Rockets usually have multiple stages. As fuel runs out in one stage, it detaches and the next stage fires. Astronauts feel jolts during each stage separation, but it's all part of the plan. After about 8 to 9 minutes, the final engine shuts off, and the astronauts reach low Earth orbit, around 250 kilometers above Earth. Congrats! They're now floating in space. Modern spacecraft like SpaceX's Dragon or NASA's Orion are highly automated, but astronauts are trained to fly manually using joysticks or touchscreen controls. They practice docking, re-entry, and maneuvering in simulators for months, even years, before launch. They don't fly in the traditional sense, it's more like using small thrusters to adjust their position or angle in microgravity. If the mission involves reaching the International Space Station, astronauts carefully guide or monitor an automated docking. It's a slow and precise process, sometimes taking hours. Cameras, lasers, and sensors help align the spacecraft with the ISS docking port. Once docked, they can finally float into the station, and the real work begins. Astronauts aren't alone up there. Mission Control teams on Earth are watching everything, 24/7. From Houston to Moscow to California, these ground teams monitor spacecraft systems, give navigation updates, provide help during emergencies. Flying to space is a team effort, with people on Earth guiding every second of the journey. So, do astronauts fly the rocket? Not exactly. The rocket mostly flies itself, but astronauts are the eyes, ears, and hands on board, ready to take control if something goes wrong. It takes precision, training, and trust in the team, on Earth and in space. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and let us know in the comments what you'd love to learn about next.